going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Panthers will start first and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
wins, Landry. Next time, I'm getting a camera and using this.
I'll bring 2 next time. I'll bring both of them.
Hopkins on the carry up the middle. He's brought down by number 51, George Jackson. inside Panther territory all the way to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Scrappers. Chambers' pass is incomplete, intended for number 10, Casey Morgan. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Scrappers. Carry. He is brought down by number 1, Jevons Johnson, for about 4-yard gain. He will be 3rd and about 6 from the Panthers' 35-yard line. Conway's punt goes out of bounds all the way up to about the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 31-yard line. On the carry. He's brought down by number 44, Fernando Perez. It will be about 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Rhodes on the carry again. He is brought down by number 50, Makai Johnson. 2-yard gain on the play. It'll be about 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. Carmelo Jones for about a 1-yard gain. It'll be about 4 and 3 for the Panthers. punt is returned by number 23, Cortez Cooper. The return gets all the way to the 45-yard line before being stopped by number 2, Jamie Young. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Scrappers on their own 45-yard line. Hopkins on the run. He is brought down by number 1, Chevis Johnson, and number 35, Kadarius Wallace. But there's a penalty flag on the play. Holding penalty on the Scrappers. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20 for the Scrappers from their own 35-yard line. Chambers on the run. He is brought down by number 14, Malachi Ross. About an 8-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Scrappers. Chambers' screen pass is incomplete, intended for number 10, Kason Morgan. With the incompletion, it'll still be 3rd and 12 for the Scrappers. Offside penalty on the Scrappers. 5-yard penalty. It'll be 3rd and 17 from their own 38-yard line. Chambers' pass is incomplete, intended for number 10, Kason Morgan. Broken up by number 16, Braden Purifoy. It will be 4th and 17 for the Scrappers. number 29, Mason Nelson. On the 22-yard line of Panther territory. That's where Panthers drive will start 1st and 10. At the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Scrappers. 5-yard penalty. First and 5 for the Scrappers from 39-yard line. Hopkins on the carry for the Scrappers. He is tackled out of bounds by number 7, Lamell Martin. At about midfield, that will be first and 10 for the Scrappers. Dixon on the carry for the Scrappers. He's brought down by number 35 from Darius Waller. Second and 5 for the Scrappers. Dixon on the carry again. He is run out of bounds by number 1, Chevis Johnson. 36-yard line. First. Dixon on the carry again for the Scrappers. He is met by number 19, Jaquavius Ross. At about the 57-yard line. Hopkins on the carry for the Scrappers. Right yard line. Great here for you. First and goal to go for the Scrappers. Hopkins Perez, extra point is good. This score here with 4:57 left in the second quarter. Scrappers 7, lead 14-7. Kicking for the Scrappers will be number 46, Jose Perez. Back needs to return for the Panthers is number 3, Dakota Disney. Damian Young on the return. He gets inside Scrapper territory at the 49-yard line before being run out of bounds by number 13, Joe Branch. First and 10. Scrappers. He is brought down by number 42. Brought down by number 42, Walker Chester. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Corey Rhodes on the carry for the Panthers. Corey Rhodes on the carry for the Panthers. Brought down by number 4, Matthias Harris. Scrappers. Yardage on that play is good for another Magnolia Panther. First down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Scrappers' 39-yard line. Antonio Brooks, Panthers, he is brought down by Gucci Wiley. Scrappers 30-yard line. Corey Rhodes on the carry, brought down by number 24, Corey Vincent, and yardage on that play is good for another Magnolia Panther. First down. Brooks' pass, it was intended for number 3, Dakota Disney, about the 15-yard line. 2nd and 10. Number 3, Dakota on the carry, took it all the way into the end zone. Flag, single block in the back. All on the Panthers.
Even further down the field. Yeah, I think they're both. So Disney coming back. He did a little skip. I thought maybe he was running. I think it was just a little skip. So he's coming to the sideline. They're going to check him out. They're just going to wipe his face off, and he's going right back out. 2nd down, 13 for the Panthers. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Clock is stopped because of the dead ball situation with the penalty. I mean, with the touchdown and then the penalty, so the clock not running.
1 minute, 2 seconds left here in the second quarter. Brooks is back to pass. He's posted. He's got Dismuke. He's going to the house. Touchdown, Magnolia. Dismuke slips it up the middle. That's the one that I think the one he missed earlier.
Yeah, so that was Dismuke, who was the leading receiver coming back on the team, and Antonio Brooks, the quarterback, went straight back in the pocket, had time to throw, and he just lofted it up there, and Dismuke able to run under it, and a touchdown for the Magnolia Panthers.
So Panthers get that touchdown back.
One of the guys on the extra point team had a cramp, so the Panthers had to send. They don't have enough players out there.
Looks like there's still a man short. They're trying to wave another man out there. Here he comes. Hagen Smelser's got to get out there as well. Waiting on him.
Well, take your time. Don't
they
get in a
still
hurry.
got time.
think he may have to be the deep snapper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is.
Well,
Yes.
this is mass chaos right here.
They ran, and then they ran another man back on. The snap, it bounced back there, and then the kick is blocked, and the extra point is no good.
Panthers would have been better off taking the 5-yard penalty and had everything set. They had to hurry that one too much.
Yeah.
Extra point.
Yeah, when you got to rush your deep snapper out there and then make him snap immediately, they just didn't get a good snap out of it, and it ends up being blocked. So, 20-7 Magnolia with 56.7 to play in the second quarter. This is Panther football.
Magnolia Travel Center is the only homegrown fuel stop in Magnolia and offers premium non-ethanol gas, great for ATVs, boats, lawnmowers, and other small engines. They also offer off-road diesel. These fueling options are offered at your convenience, night or day, 7 days a week, and are located on the last 2 fueling bays in the back of the store. Endless breakfast options, daily lunch specials, the Flavor Shot Fountain Center, salads, pizzas, and more. Lower prices with a local feel. It's Magnolia Travel Center. Full menus available on magnoliatravelcenter.com.
Scoring drive for Magnolia, 8 plays, 49 yards, took 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Kick it off to the Scrappers. We'll see what the Panthers want to do here with a pop-up kick. Have done of late. Do that again to the near side. That in between it hit the ground, bounced up perfectly though to Kennedy. And now Kennedy is swarmed and driven back, so he doesn't get much out of it. Well, it was placed perfectly by Sanchez, and like I said, it bounced, but Kennedy just got a good bounce.
Kennedy, he's not had a lot of luck over there. He got drilled by Dismuke the last time, and he's probably thinking, kick that ball to somebody else.
He doesn't look very big. We don't have their heights and weights, but he doesn't look like a guy that could take a. No, they wouldn't want to take too big of a lick.
Right,
I wouldn't
exactly.
want.
Nope.
Because I am a big bull, but I still wouldn't want to take some of the licks these guys are giving out. So it'll be Nashville ball from their 23-yard line. Got 50.2 seconds left. They do have all 3 of their timeouts left here in the first half.
Nashville will get the ball to start the second half. So Panthers really need to keep him out of the end zone here in this last 50 seconds.
From the pistol, bring a man in motion left to right. They're going to go to Hopkins, the tailback. He is spun around and brought down.
George Jackson, I bet
24-yard line.
Yeah, Jackson's going to have double figure tackles before this game's over.
Going back to Hopkins, this time running wide on the right side, and he gets through. He's out. He's near midfield before he finally is brought down. They're going to spot him, and Nashville's going to burn a timeout here. They got it right just shy of the 50-yard line, not to the 49-yard line. That's 26 yards.
That may change their strategy. They may try to shoot something for the end zone now.
Yes, the timeout taken by the Scrappers with 24.7 to play in the first half, and they still have timeouts left. So yeah, let's see what they decide to do. Are they going to? Well, they still got 2 timeouts left, so they don't have to throw the football.
No, it looked like they were content to run the clock out until Hopkins popped that big run there. So now they did that. Their kicker, we'll see what kind of leg he has, but I would think they would need at least another, probably 30, 35 yards to have a legitimate shot at a field goal.
Well, we've got our Magnolia Regional Medical Center halftime show coming up. That will also give you our Bodcall Bank Panther Spotlight. Next week, Panthers at home against Crossett. That's scheduled for 7:30 start again next week here at Panther Stadium.
Weather's supposed to be a little more cooperative next week. Still 84 degrees here. Says it feels like 96. I believe it.
Yep.
I mean, it's just still humid out there.
First down, Nashville from their 49-yard line.
Next
Get
week,
the athletic trainer off the field, and we'll be ready to go here.
89 is a projected high for next
Friday.
Thursday
and Friday for football in Magnolia. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, 86 Thursday, 89
By
Friday.
comparison, anyway.
Yeah.
Snap, quarterback Chambers wants to throw. He does. Got one running up right down the far sideline. It was in his hands, and he takes. Who was that made that lick on him? Knocked that ball loose. Otherwise, that would have been a big reception.
That was LaMel Martin coming over there, the safety, putting a hit on him. Purefoy was on the coverage, and the receiver had his hands on the ball, but LaMel Martin put a hit on him, and that knocked the ball loose. So big play by Martin for the Panthers.
He fought the law, and the law won.
Yeah.
The son of the law.
I wouldn't fight that law.
2nd and 10 for Nashville. They'll hand it off to the tailback this time, running to the near side. I believe that's Dixon.
Fumble.
Tucker Dixon, ball comes loose as he hits the ground, but looks like Nashville got back on top of the football at the 46-yard line as one of their linemen, their left tackle, Remington Miller, able to get back on top of it.
Nashville call a timeout. I think they did with 4 seconds left.
4.6. So the ball will be at the 45. Getting 6 to the 45. 4 yards for a first down. Probably only going to run one play.
Yeah, we may see how far the quarterback, Carson Chambers, the 6'2", 190-pound sophomore, can throw it right here. Because they
just throw it up deep and
hope somebody can run under it. Because you don't really have time to run anything to get you down there where you might kick a field goal. So they got to pretty much shoot to the end zone. Got another Panther down here. That's Amari Roach getting some H2O, so hopefully he's not cramping up.
Watch out for Chambers he's run the ball well.
He has.
Quarterback draw or something. See what happens here, but like I said, I think too, he'll just sling it.
They got one receiver to the right.
2 coming left.
Yeah, I'd say this guy on the far side, he's got man-to-man coverage. Panthers, they're not in any kind of prevent here.
They got 2, and they got a slot on the left side. Hopkins still in the backfield. Quarterback, he gives off on a reverse to Conway. Conway running to the right side. He gets to the sideline, picks up the first down. One Panther had a grip on him from behind, couldn't bring him down, but he got away. But he stumbled to the turf and down at around the 23-yard line. So the first half comes to a close. I guess around 22 yards
what I got.
on that play. And that, again, wraps up the first half. So Magnolia goes into the locker room with a 20-7 lead over the Nashville Scrappers. Got our Magnolia Regional Medical Center halftime show coming up. This is Panther football.
Hi, this is Jim Golden, Jim Golden Ford Lincoln in Camden. Summer's here and the deals are hot at Jim Golden. We now have rebates and low interest on a number of our vehicle lines. Vacation time is here and we're here to help with a perfect vacation vehicle. It's time to shop at Jim Golden Ford Lincoln in Camden. At Jim Golden, never forget, we are family oriented and you all are family to us. Our top goal is to serve you as we would want to be served ourselves. Please come see us at Jim Golden Ford Lincoln in Camden, where the dealer makes the difference.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the experienced team at Southern Caregivers provides expert care to you and your loved ones. Southern Caregivers also provides needed support for seniors, allowing them to remain in the comfort of their own home and maintain their independence. The nurturing and caring companions can be matched to meet emotional, spiritual, and physical needs of the individuals they care for. Call 501-463-9990 today and speak with one of our professionals, or visit southerncaregiversar.com.
Hey friends, it's Andy Sharp again at Bodcall Bank. The last time you heard from me, I invited everyone by our Magnolia branch to experience banking the Bodcall way for yourselves. You guys did not disappoint. 2022 saw Bodcall Bank again continue to outpace the competition with record growth thanks to all of our patrons. I've been putting together a team that will continue to serve you well for what's ahead in 2023 and beyond. Come by our Magnolia location and you'll be sure to be greeted by myself, Tom Sawyer, Rebecca Matthews, Candace Murray, Rachel Avery, Laney McMurtry, Leah Heflin, and Jenny Marie Whitehead. Banking the Bodcall Bank way. It's different. Come see for yourself.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Greenhouse Cottages of Wentworth Place have been recognized as Arkansas's top short-term rehabilitation and long-term care facility by U.S. News and World Report. At Wentworth Place, their mission is to provide the highest quality care to their residents, and they are honored to receive this prestigious award. Their cottages are homes large enough to comfortably accommodate 12 elders with private rooms, complete bath, a shared living room, open kitchen, dining area, and a spa. Located in the heart of Magnolia, it's the Greenhouse Cottages of Wentworth Place. Visit cottagesofwentworthplace.com.
Minute Maid slushies are back at McDonald's. And if you want to thank me for that info with the slushie, that's cool. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink.
Treat yourself to a refreshing Minute Maid slushie, a pink lemonade, or strawberry watermelon. Goes great with a fresh beef quarter pounder with cheese or the new crispy chicken sandwich. Participate in McDonald's for a limited time. Fresh beef available at most restaurants in contiguous U.S. Not available in Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
Welcome back to Panthers Stadium for our Magnolia Regional Medical Center halftime show. Do you always feel tired and exhausted even after a night of sleep? You may suffer from a variety of common sleep disorders. The Magnolia Regional Medical Center Sleep Lab can diagnose disorders and get you on your way to a full night's rest. Ask your healthcare provider about a sleep study at Magnolia Regional Medical Center. Magnolia leads 20-7. We'll have the first half stats coming up for you pretty shortly. But right now, time for our Panther Spotlight, brought to you by Bodcall Bank, 2125 North Jackson in Magnolia. Also locations in Stamps and Texarkana, 307 Thomas Street in Stamps and 3625 Richmond Road in Texarkana. Bodcall Bank has been serving us in South Arkansas since 1903. Local bank, local people. Enjoy the benefits of hometown banking at Bodcall Bank. In our Bodcall Bank Panther Spotlight is Dawson Deloach. Dawson Deloach, who is son of Jennifer and Michael Deloach. Dawson plays golf for the Panthers. And they emailed me something about that, and I was supposed to add something to that, and I forgot what it was.
They won their match yesterday.
And I think he did pretty well.
He did.
Yeah.
He was one of the top 2 or 3 performers.
Yeah, so
his granddaddy's Mike Deloach too, by the way.
Is he? Okay. Well, Dawson on the Magnolia Panther golf team, and again he's the parents or the son of Jennifer and Michael Deloach. His favorite teacher is Mrs. Myers. Off-campus activities and organizations. You know, these golfers they play golf, but that's also their favorite thing to do.
Oh,
when
yeah,
not.
that's right.
When you know whether the
I don't know anybody like that.
He likes to work too, and he plans after high school to go to Southern Arkansas University. So he might be one of Connor's teammates. It's Connor.
Hey, this is last year.
Is he a senior?
He's a senior.
Boy,
that's
hard.
I said,
that's hard to believe.
35 years for us, Dan.
That's hard to believe.
There was no Zach or Connor when we started doing this.
Nope, you're right. Yeah, Zach got us out of a speeding ticket, I think, in Warren. Did he? Anyway, so Dawson Deloach again featured in our Bodcall Bank Panther Spotlight. Again, our Panther Spotlight, a service of Bodcall Bank, serving us in South Arkansas since 1903. Magnolia leads 20-7. It's halftime. This is Panther football.
If you're like most Americans, you spend over 8 hours a week in your car. So naturally, you want to be satisfied with its performance. That's why you need to know about Spittler Tire and Auto. Folks around here have been trusting Spittler Tire and Auto for over 17 years. They have 10 service bays to handle all kinds of repairs, tune-ups, brakes, mufflers, oil changes, tires, and more. Whatever your car or truck needs, trust the experts at Spittler Tire and Auto in the Dairy Queen Shopping Center, 521 East Main in Magnolia. The Magnolia Family Medical Clinic is your hometown provider for all members of your family. The Magnolia Family Medical Clinic provides pediatric checkups with immunizations, adult wellness exams, illness recovery, patient education, and more. Nurse practitioners Joanne Clark and Christy Woost are here to serve your entire family. Call the Magnolia Family Medical Clinic today for an appointment. 870-235-3555.
Hey friends, it's Andy Sharp again at Bodcall Bank. The last time you heard from me, I invited everyone by our Magnolia branch and experience banking the Bodcall way for yourselves. You guys did not disappoint. 2022 saw Bodcall Bank again continue to outpace the competition with record growth thanks to all of our patrons. I've been putting together a team that will continue to serve you well for what's ahead in 2023 and beyond. Come by our Magnolia location and you'll be sure to be greeted by myself, Tom Sawyer, Rebecca Matthews, Candace Murray, Rachel Avery, Laney McMurtry, Leah Heflin, and Jenny Marie Whitehead. Banking the Bodcall Bank way. It's different. Come see for yourself.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
How can you prepare for the day your children head off to college? One popular tool is the 529 Education Savings Plan. Your earnings can grow tax-deferred, and withdrawals are federally tax-free when used for qualified education expenses. 529 plans may also be used for purposes beyond college, K-12 expenses, apprenticeship programs, student loans. Unused funds may also be eligible to roll over to a Roth IRA. Talk to an Edward Jones financial advisor, Mark Woods, Laura Kroll, Steve Hardy, or Patrick Dodd. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Jeff Harrington back here at Don Hubbard Field at Panthers Stadium as we continue with the Magnolia Regional Medical Center halftime show. The Magnolia Family Medical Clinic is your full-service health care provider for all members of your family, ages birth through end of life. They accept patients by walk-in or with an appointment. Call today, 235-3555. Let's take a look at the stats here at the halftime as Magnolia leads by the score of 20-7 over the Nashville Scrappers. In the first half, stats are pretty even. Both teams were able to run the football. Magnolia 20 carries for 209 yards total. Nashville 33 carries for 199 yards. Passing, Magnolia 1 for 3 for 29 yards. That was a big touchdown pass from Antonio Brooks to Dakota Dismute. The Nashville Scrappers were 4 out of 7 passing for 16 yards. First downs, pretty even as well. Nashville 12, Magnolia with 11. Scrappers 11 rushing, 1 passing, none by penalties. The Panthers 10 rushing, 1 by pass, and none by penalties. So, again, that's pretty close there. Total yards, Magnolia 238 total yards on 23 plays. The Scrappers 215 yards on 40 plays. Magnolia had 2 turnovers in the first half. The Scrappers had no turnovers. Magnolia lost 2 fumbles. The Scrappers had a fumble, but they were able to recover their own fumble. Punting average in the first half, Scrappers 3 punts for a 32.7 yard average. Braden Sanchez had 1 punt for Magnolia, and that was a 42 yard effort in the first half. Individually, leading rushers in the first half, quarterback for the Panthers, Antonio Brooks, Smoochie, if you will, had 4 rushes, but he had 116 yards. He had 2 touchdown runs, 28 yards and 78 yards. And he finished with 4 carries for 116 yards. The quarterback or the leading rusher for the Scrappers was their tailback, Trey Hopkins, 17 carries for 113 yards. So both teams had 100-yard rushers in the first half. Magnolia's scoring plays came on a 28-yard run by Antonio Brooks at the 138 mark of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Brooks ran 78 yards for a touchdown. Braden Sanchez kicked the extra point both times. Then Nashville got on the board at the 4:57 mark of the second quarter. A 3-yard run by Tucker Dixon. The extra point made it 14-7 Magnolia. And a 29-yard pass from Antonio Brooks to Dakota Dismute with 56 seconds to go in the second quarter closed out the scoring. And Magnolia was unable to convert the extra point. So that left the score 20-7 in favor of Magnolia. And that's where we stand right now at 22-7. So, again,
I would talk to you, but I just climbed up.
Well, yeah, I understand. So Magnolia able to use the option play. They threw 3 passes, and one of them was a big touchdown pass. Nashville has been most effective running the ball as well with Hopkins, and their quarterback Carson Chambers has been a little bit more effective running than we anticipated. He has 30 yards net. He's had a couple of losses on the in the first half as well. Defensively, I think the star of the game for Magnolia has been George Jackson, the defensive end. He's had several tackles for losses, and he's been in the backfield a lot, causing problems for the Scrappers. So 20-7 our score, and so far so good for Magnolia.
I think I should have suspected that Coach King might throw a little bit in the first half. When he was talking about what he had this year, and he was talking about the receivers, I said, "Yeah." And so I said, "I know you don't throw very much," and he said, "Oh, we got some big guys out there at receiver." Versus touchdown was a wheel route from one of his backs, but still,
yeah, he does have some good receivers out there, and
they blocked. They threw some big blocks.
He did, and Antonio Brooks has shown he can sling the ball down the field. He's really done a good job. They had one bad exchange on a quarterback to fullback exchange. Other than that, they've really done well, and knock on wood, they've not had a single drop snap in the first half. And I think the last couple of years that was a major problem, just getting the snap from the center to the quarterback till about the third or fourth game of the year.
Things like that are contagious. It seems like too. If it seems like when you drop one, we've had some games, I think in some years past, and early in the year, it seems like that's always an issue. When you run an attack like this, where you've got that many pitches and all that, and like you said, a lot of times it's just the
the exchange of the quarterback and center, but it sometimes takes a little bit of time to get all of that worked out. But so far so good. Like I said, they've got it worked out pretty good. You just hope it doesn't start because, like I said, it seems contagious. If it happens one time, it's got a bad habit of happening again.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's been some cramps in the first half, mainly by the Magnolia Panthers. Magnolia does have some, more guys going both ways than the Scrappers do, but I think that second half.
Have we seen a Scrapper down in the first half?
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. So, they'll try to load them up with water and Gatorade at halftime, and then hopefully they can make it to the second half. The humidity is really rough out there. We said earlier the actual temperature was in the 80s, but the heat index is 96 right now. 84 feels like 96. Again, compared to our last broadcast game of Panther football at Joe T. Robinson High School, where the actual temperature was about 35 and the wind chill was felt like -5 with a cold, freezing rain. That was almost the game that decided it was time for us.
Yeah, that was. I've had a couple of instances. What was it? Not this past spring, but the spring before, when SAU baseball went to the national tournament, carried North Carolina. I told Ryan on the air at that one. I said, "Look, we win this one, we win a national championship. That's it. It can't get any better than that. Yeah. That's the way to end it." And it was about on the other extreme there, sitting on top of that press box that. At Robinson saying, if we can't do any better than this, if you got to do it in conditions like this.
I was about ready to tell you at halftime I'm done. Forget saying that. That was miserable. I think I know it's hot, but I'd rather have the heat than as cold as it was that game. Holy cow!
It was pretty miserable. And in the play, we had to face a very good team in those conditions, and that didn't make things any better. So. Anyway, hopefully Panthers get back to the playoffs again this year and see if they can go a little further this year. Up 20-7 here next week, by the way. The Panthers are at home again. Next Friday night, they're at home against the Crossett Eagles. It'll be a 7:30 kickoff next Friday. The Mule Riders don't start until Thursday. This coming week, Thursday night, they'll be at home against Southeastern Oklahoma State, Savage Storm. It's 6 o'clock kickoff on Thursday night. I think mule gating starts about 3.
3 o'clock is what is scheduled. Crossett is playing Glen Rose tonight, and it's 23-14 Glen Rose at the half.
What's 23-14?
Glen Rose over Crossett at the half.
Okay. Well, here Magnolia's up 20-7. We'll take a break and come back. This is Panther football.
Bailey's Body Shop is your one-stop shop for collision repair. They can do it all, from handling the estimate for you to getting the information to your insurance company. Owner Danny Bailey has been doing auto body work for over 40 years, and Bailey Body Shop is built on quality and trust. You don't have to worry about it. They're there when you need them. When you need collision repair, trust Bailey's Body Shop, 2416 North Vine in Magnolia, 234-3303.
At L. Jennings Law, we understand that your legacy isn't about assets. It's about family, future, and impact. Specializing in estate planning, elder law, and disability, we bring big firm experience to our local community. Whether you're looking to protect your hard-earned wealth, navigate the complexities of elder care, or secure disability rights, we're here for you. Dial 501-501-WILL or visit ljenningslaw.com. Now with offices in Magnolia and Little Rock. L. Jennings Law, a good steward firm.
Football season is back, and Farmers Bank and Trust is ready to help you through this season of life. From My Start savings accounts to School Spirit Snapchat filters, Farmers Bank and Trust is here to cheer your family on. So stop by and see us in Magnolia or any of our locations, because to us, you're family. Go to myfarmers.bank to learn more or call us at 870-235-7000. Farmers Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Southern Medical Group, 211 East Stadium Street, Magnolia, is not only the largest multi-specialty group in Southern Arkansas, but their doctors have you covered whatever the health issue, whether it's sinus-related problems, allergies, flu shots and screenings, DOT physicals, hormone therapy, chronic health problems, and wellness appointments. From newborn and up, you can trust Southern Medical Group, our family taking care of yours. That's what we do at Southern Medical Group. Visit smgarkansas.com.
Know what's nice? You could drive to Whataburger right now, if you wanted to. Yeah, you could hang a Louie, talk to Reggie at the counter, and get a freshly made 100% beef double meat Whataburger with melted cheese and fresh cut veggies on a 5-inch bun. It's just the delicious freedom you have living in the land where there's Whataburger. Of course, some people aren't in that land. Wonder what they're doing right now. Probably thinking about a road trip. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Hiring someone you trust can be the hardest part of owning a business. At Bo Moses Trucking, trust has been at the top of our list. When you need to get precious cargo from one place to another without worrying about damage, delays, or lost freight, Bo Moses Trucking is the one to count on. Based in Magnolia, Arkansas since 1999, we have the resources and equipment to take care of all your flatbed freight hauling. Visit us on Facebook or call 870-234-2803. Bo Moses Trucking. Trust us to go the distance.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
For a free personal protection review, contact Shelter Insurance Agent Gary Donferro. Well, I think this was not the only game in the state of Arkansas to start at 8 o'clock tonight. A lot of folks moved them back.
Hot Springs leading Valonia 27-6 at halftime, so that was, I think most of them were 8 o'clock games. Lakeside beating Lake Hamilton 28-6. I think Lakeside's going to be better than what they were predicted in the preseason polls. They were down about 6 in the conference, but Lake Hamilton normally has a pretty good team, so that's
Lakeside's usually pretty good too. You can pretty much count on a fight there. Good thing is we've got them here this year.
Arkansas High playing Watson Chapel. Watson Chapel's down, but Arkansas High winning 43-0. So the 5A South Conference
43-0. Texarkana's
over Watson Chapel. Yeah, the 5A South Conference is going to be a tough conference this year.
And Arkansas High's been down.
Yeah, they got a new coach there. They're supposed to be a little bit better this year. So it's not going to be a picnic to get back to playoffs. You got Parkview, the number 1 team in the state.
Yep. And
then we got a guy with a cramp while they're warming up out there. That's not good.
He's one of our big guys too.
Yeah.
Big lineman. Parkview won the state, beat Shiloh Christian in the state championship last year. How many years is it before they move you down? Is it like 2 or 3 years that you?
Well, PA's already moved up to 6A, and I think Shiloh Christian moved up to 5A from whatever they were. I guess they were 4A last year. They're 5A.
Yeah,
hey,
they were 5. No, they were 5A last year.
You asked me, all of them ought to play. Well, I better be quiet.
Let's just all recruit like Ken and Little Rock.
I'll just refrain from saying anything.
That may be a good thing. Maybe we ought to take our last break before we go into second half kickoff. Yeah, before we go any further. So that'll wrap up our Magnolia Regional Medical Center halftime show. Magnolia leads 20-7. Second half coming up. This is Panther football.
Tri-County Oil is a proud sponsor of Magnolia Panther Sports. Tri-County is your number 1 source for a complete line of Exxon Mobil oils, K1 kerosene, mineral spirits, antifreeze, no tax farm diesel, tax paid road diesel, and 91-octane non-ethanol gasoline, plus gear oil, grease, motor and hydraulic oil, transmission fluids, and more. Tri-County Oil on North Vine in Magnolia. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. Why would you go anywhere else for oil or gas? We appreciate your business at Tri-County Oil.
This week's At Your Service featured item is a gallon of hand sanitizer gel. This hand sanitizer gel is made with 70% ethyl alcohol and kills 99.9% of common germs that cause illness. The sanitizer gel is formulated and made with care in the USA. Pick up your gallon of hand sanitizer gel today or visit atyourservicestore.com. At Your Service Environmental Solutions, 1506 North Vine, Magnolia.
Like everything else, healthcare costs are skyrocketing. Help protect your finances with a membership to Columbia County Ambulance Service. With both Medicare and a supplement, you could be left owing hundreds of dollars. An investment of only pennies a day can save you hundreds of dollars. Annual family memberships are $60 and individual memberships are only $40 per year. Purchase before November 15th and you save $5. Stop by the office at 218 South Pine in Magnolia. Call and pay over the phone or purchase online at ColumbiaCountyAmbulance.com. Nashville will get the ball first in the second half. Well, you mentioned one of our guys got cramped up out there warming up. That was one of the offensive linemen for the Panthers, Terrence Biddle.
Yeah, Terrence Biddle.
They're working on him right now.
You get in the locker room and you kind of, you get cool in there. Then you come back out, this heat hits you, and it can be tough. So I think cramps are going to be a big factor in the second half. Both ways. There's just almost no way around it. As hot and humid as it is, and they've been trying to get these guys hydrated all week, make sure they drink plenty and do all that. But there's just so much you can do.
Braden Sanchez wants to kick it off, but he's the only guy out there for the Panthers right now. Here we go. Here comes the rest of the team.
He needs a little help.
Scrappers are out there waiting. That's right. You want to make them wait a little bit, don't you?
Yeah. It's 9:41. This is a late game.
Yeah. Of course, we don't have Mule Rider football tomorrow, so we can sleep in. I'm starting to learn how to do that.
I was going to say, Connor was worried about you being out this late. I said, Connor, he doesn't get up now or as early.
Now, I haven't turned into Mark Phillips yet.
You stay up till 2 in the morning.
Mark Phillips, Mark would be snoozing next to me here. He'd be snoring on the air.
Yeah, well.
Ball knocked off the tee there. I don't think there's any wind, is there? I guess it must be a little bit.
I don't know that he ever put it on there. He came over to the sideline for something.
Okay. Well, he's ready now. He's got it teed up. Scrappers are set. Sanchez is set.
Now we got to delay a game. That took forever. So they're going to have to kick off from the 35. When Gary Seekers coached the Scrappers, he used to have all kinds of trick plays and all kinds of stuff. Now the referees, what's he doing?
Well, he was good. He was going to give him a delay game penalty, but now they pointed over here to Chevis said, "Here, no, look at that guy over here." He says, "No, it's not. It's not." Yeah.
And one of his trick plays, he used to have a big guy, the biggest guy on the team, would act like he was going to kick off. He'd run up there and fall down before he got the ball, and everybody start laughing. Then somebody would onside kick it right beside him. This delay just brought that to mind as Scrappers.
Well, here comes the kick from Sanchez. Goes with the pop-up kick and near side. Is taken at the 21-yard line up the near sideline, and that for Carmelo Jones for the Scrappers.
Yeah, they did have Khalil Kennedy over there, and they swapped out and put Carmelo Jones over there, and he actually
made a decent return to the 33.
Made a few guys miss and able to get up to the 33-yard line. So
my wheel there, Jeffrey. There it is. That's where the Scrapper will start first. So Scrapper football from their 33-yard line. Snap it for their first play from scrimmage of the second half. Magnolia leads 20-7 over Nashville.
Another steady dose of Trey Hopkins. He had 17 carries, 113 yards in the first half.
Dixon wasn't bad backing him up either. Handoff goes to Hopkins. Got a pile up there. I don't know if he went down late. They finally got him down, but he ran into a wall and they finally blew it dead at the 38-yard line, picked up 5 yards.
And we got a Scrapper down with a cramp. So this is probably going to be a reoccurring theme here in the second half.
And probably what you said, you go in and you cool off, and then you come back out, and then and then it starts again. But
didn't
really see the Scrappers.
No, this is the
cramping up in the first half.
First one for the Scrappers, but I think it's I was listening to a program about the heat and everything else, and one of the things you worry about is how much weight these guys lose during the course of a game. Now, Amir, you got down there, it wouldn't hurt us to lose a pound or two. but these guys, they some of those big guys especially. I remember years ago, Ken Cole used to tell me they would weigh the especially the offensive linemen, the big guys, defensive linemen, they would weigh them before practice and after practice to make sure they weren't losing too much weight during practice.
Yeah, and it's all fluids.
Yep, that's right. Yeah,
and that's not got to be careful. He's able to limp off under his own power. That's Fernando Perez, who's limping on that right leg. Got to think it's just a cramp.
He's bless his heart. He's not walking too well.
No. He's walking like me is what he's walking like.
I wasn't going to say that.
Second down and the long 5 here for the Scrappers. Twins in a slot to the right. They're going to hand off to Hopkins. He'll run behind them to the right side, and a flag flies in just as he turned upfield.
That's got to be a hold.
Chevis Johnson there for the tackle, but that's got to come back. Yeah, they're backing him up.
Panthers have been running some guys in and out. Some of these guys that are having to play both ways maybe, and trying to keep fresh guys out there, especially on the defensive side.
Gain was only about a yard. Maybe 2. They back him up 10 to the 40, or to the 30 rather. So got to the 40 and backed it up 10. So second down and 13?
Yeah.
For the Scrappers. So we've got flags again flying with the snap.
Now we're starting to get the feel of a first football game of the year where you start having penalties and
Kevin Carter, one of our linebackers, is saying that was a false start on
that's what they
Nashville,
called.
And it was. Back him up 5, back to the 25-yard line.
Kind of what happens in the first game. You start having penalties, and it's hard to stay focused. They're hot. They're tired. That's when you start having mental breakdowns.
So it's 2nd and 18 now for the Scrappers, and now the Panthers come across too early. Let's see if there was movement.
I think we felt sorry for them, gave it back.
Yeah, we had a couple of guys that came. Yep, it's against the Panthers. So 5 yards goes right back to the 30-yard line.
Yep, that was a hard count by the quarterback Chambers, and he didn't get one Panther. He got 2 or 3 jumping off.
Yep. So 2nd and 13 for the Scrappers from their 30-yard line. Chambers out of the shotgun, man in motion. Kennedy takes the handoff on the jet sweep to the right side. Tries to turn it upfield, and he does slip away. They thought they had him wrapped up, but he's able to slip away and gets it up to the 38-yard line. Ends up picking up about 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, pretty good run there by Kennedy. On the jet sweep, they didn't flip it to him like you see SAU do a lot of college teams. They hand it off to him.
3rd down, 5. They'll go to Hopkins now. Hopkins starts straight ahead, cuts it out right. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He had nowhere to go over there. I think that was our man, George Jackson. Marion Harris also over there. Those 2 defensive ends have really played well. Now Harris coming off, he may have a little cramp.
So now it's 4th and 7, and Jamarian Conway, their punter, comes on.
He lose a yard on that play, didn't he?
Back to the 36. Yeah, he lost 2. Punts it away to the far side of the field. That's going to take a bounce. And, the best thing to do is just back up and let it roll. And it rolls dead at the 20-yard line. So about a 42-yard punt with no return.
20-yard line in Panther territory. It was down by number 29.
First down and 10 for the Panthers from their 20-yard line.
See if the Panthers can, put a good drive together here, maybe use a little clock.
Are you old enough to remember the Jetsons?
I do.
TV show?
Meet George Jetson.
I'm going to be calling him George Jetson before the night's out. I've already
Elroy.
Thought about it about 10 times.
Jane, his wife. And I had a dog too. What was the dog's name?
Elroy.
Elroy. I thought that was a boy's name. Elroy.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go back and check it out.
Yeah.
Ryan's doing it right now.
Yep.
And fullback. He got free. Going to get got right close to a first down. That is Amari Roach on the carry for the Panthers. He may be just a hair short. They're going to spot him at the 30.
Yeah, I think they'll give him at a yard.
Just shy of the 30. Oh, they're going to move. Well, one of the chain gang says it's a first down. There we go. Yep, 10 yards. I'll say if he got to the 30, that should be a first down.
First down.
If Big Danny over there says move the chains, buddy, you better move them chains.
Well, I think Danny was anchoring it. And the other guy couldn't make him.
Well, I understand that too.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 30. Astro. There we go.
Astro.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris remembers it too.
Julia Nipper helped me out there. Thank you, Julia. Astro. I thought Elroy was the boy.
Yeah.
I know Julia's not old enough to remember the Jetsons.
Yeah, his boy Elroy. Yeah.
Who was that carrier while we were talking about the Jetsons?
I don't know.
Who ran that ball, Chris? Maury Roach.
I only got a yard, so it's not going to mess up your stats too much.
We're getting to be like Bill Walton over here. Shannon warned us about this.
2nd down and 9. There's worse things than being called George Jetson. Right slot, Dismuke comes in motion. There's a pitch as his left slot came around to the right side. That's Cross. Cross cuts back, now breaks a tackle, and he breaks another one. He's inside the 40, down inside the 35, and rolled over at the 33-yard line. The Nashville Scrappers, 36 yards on that play from Alvin Cross.
That was a heck of a run by Cross. He broke a couple of tackles and had guys in front of him, and he just weaved away and weaved around, and good pickup. Panthers offense running pretty smoothly here in the early part of the second half.
Jamion Young is the fullback. I was wondering what Dismuke was doing. He walked over behind his quarterback. He went over to use Smoochie's towel. He wiped his hands off. Now coming in motion is Dismuke, but the handoff goes to Young. Young left center, still on his feet, as he is down inside the 30, down around the 27-yard line before being blown dead. So about 6 yards on that carry by Jamion Young. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Panthers.
He's at 45 yards on only 6 carries, and that offensive line anchored by the center, Hage and Smelser. Did Biddle get back in there? He's the one that had the cramps. I think he's back in there. Terrence Biddle, Kevion Smith, Jaden Arbery, and Caden Harrell doing a good job up front.
Dismuke comes in motion from the right slot, but they're going back to the fullback. Nothing doing, though, up the middle. Might have got a yard. Yeah, a yard to the 26. So 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Panthers. Big 3rd down play for Magnolia. They're going to bring the receiver on the right side, Jaquavius Ross, in tight. Still out wide on the left side.
Panthers definitely in 4-down territory here. It's a 26-yard line, leading 20-7. So we've got 2 plays to make 3 yards here.
Left slide comes in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. Follows his fullback, and it's going to be close. Yep, says he's got it. Inside the 25, back to about the 23. The forward progress signal on the near side said he's got the first down.
Smoochie did about 6 rolls. He looked like he was on fire there, and they told him to stop, drop, and roll as that they slung him down.
Well, they're not moving the chains, but he signaled it over here. It was a first down.
He signals every time. Now they are. He's saying, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's 20.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
The spot, I'm going to say that spot is a first down. They need to listen to him more often. So that'll be 3 yards and a first down for Magnolia.
Yep.
6:30 to play, 3rd quarter. Magnolia up 20-7, and they are driving. Play comes in from the sideline. Brooks looks both ways. They check their wristbands, and they're ready to go. Left slide in motion. There's a toss to Dismuke. Dismuke has running room on the left side, and he tried to make a little cut, stumbled a little bit. He's got the first down. He's down to about the 7-yard line, but that stumble cost him the end zone. Still about 16 yards.
Dismuke's down over there. I hope that's a cramp.
That stumble was probably a cramp.
Yeah, hope it's a cramp.
So 16 yards to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers. So they're going to check on him. After the game, got our Domino's post-game show coming your way. Carry out a deal for only $7.99 at Domino's. All their one-topping pizzas qualify on any of Domino's 5 crusts. Only $7.99 at Domino's carry out. Or how about 8-piece of wings or boneless chicken? Yep, that's $7.99 carry out. Domino's dip and bread twist combos. That's 5 cheese dip and bread twists or cheesy marinara dip and bread twists. All of those just $7.99 each. What a great carry-out deal from Domino's in Magnolia and Camden.
Cramp.
Yeah, Dismuke's being helped across. He says, "Let me alone. I can walk."
Yep.
He dropped something. I think he dropped his mouthpiece. Yeah, again. He's walking bow-legged.
I'm leaving that alone.
He's
I'm
going to say that hurts.
He hurts. It's not funny. They're laughing.
No, it isn't funny.
They're all laughing at him. The players are. John Caston, the athletic trainer's laughing at him. The student trainer, they're like, he's like,
just the way he walks.
Yeah. Let me get over here.
Well, if Dismuke's like me, he's probably while they're laughing at him, he's probably making his feelings known to them.
I'm sure he is.
First and goal for the Panthers at the 7-yard line. So Dismuke.
You still do pickle juice when you have cramps?
Comes out. Caleb Roach came in to replace Dismuke. He's at the left slot. Right slot back. Not sure who that is. I'm going to run it, though.
It's Amari, isn't it?
Got a lot of pushing and shoving on a fullback dive down to the 3-yard line.
Is that a first? It wouldn't go. Was it goal to go?
Well, if it's the 3 like I thought it was, but
it was goal to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it was goal to go already. Yeah,
I think you're right. So it is on the 3, so that was 4 yards. So it's second and goal at the 3-yard line. Yeah, that is Roach, fullback.
It's been a Magnolia's used over 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, Amari Roach, the fullback. Caleb Roach, the left slot. Caleb comes in motion. The handoff to Amari, and he goes in untouched over the right side, just right of center. That's a 3-yard run for Amari Roach. Touchdown, Magnolia. Panthers go up 26-7.
That was a good drive by the Panthers. They just, methodically moved the ball down the field, all on the ground, and ran their whole gauntlet of plays. The option play, the toss pitch, the fullback dive, and that was a good-looking drive for the Panthers.
Ate a lot of time off the clock and got it into the end zone. Now Sanchez for the extra point. That's a wobbler, but it gets through the uprights, and that is good. So 27-7 now. Magnolia leads with 5:01 to play in the third quarter. This is Panther football.
Monty Harrington here, Market President at Farmers Bank and Trust. I've got exciting news for Columbia County. We're constructing a new, full-service branch at our Arkla location in Welcome. We're also investing in a new My Farmers iTeller ITM in Taylor. These 2 locations will add even more coverage for our hometown customers. Farmers Bank is committed to making your life easier, no matter what season of life you're in. So be on the lookout and stop by any Farmers Bank location, because to us, your family. Farmers Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Scoring drive for Magnolia, 9 plays, 80 yards. Took 5 minutes, 6 seconds off the clock. Yeah, if you can eat clock like that, get into the end zone. And you already had a 20-7 lead. Now it's 27-7. Sanchez will kick it off to the Scrappers. This time he kicks it deep. That's going to bounce at the 9-yard line. Rolls away from the deep man. Picked up at the 7. He was able to elude one. That's Dixon, and Dixon was able to dodge a couple of tacklers and got it out to the 25-yard line. Man, he dodged a bullet there.
He did, and he's lucky he was able to get on that ball. Grayson West makes the tackle. He's been on several tackles for the Panthers tonight. We got another guy down with a cramp back at the 45-yard line.
Malachi Ross is coming over. I think he's hurting a little bit. He had a long run across the field. He's kind of holding his.
Looks like he's holding his side, maybe. Yeah, he may be cramping on his side. You worry about.
Yeah, he was down way over on the other side of the field and came all the way across.
Cramps on the, in the leg area, but student athletic trainer's going to come over and check on him.
I don't think anybody saw him until he got over to the sideline and laid down on the grass. Now they're trying to check on him.
Yeah, they got two people out looking at the guy at the 45-yard line. He's going to be okay, but easy for me to say. Is that Dismuke again? Nope. I think that's the second time we've seen Tavion Curry go down with a cramp, if that's what it was.
Yeah, we still got quite a bit of time left in the second half. We're going to see a lot more of that, too.
Yeah, with 17 minutes to go, it's going to be a lot of cramps.
Speaking of cramps, we got CrossFit here next week. Remember back years ago, and then they've had a couple of coaches since then. It just seemed like they had stud athletes.
Oh yeah, but
they would first half would just wear us out. Second half they'd cramp up. Magnolia would wear them out. And end up winning the football.
Yep, you're 100% right. That seemed like
about 3 years in a row there, and then they finally got rid of the coach.
That seemed like that was always the theme, and so.
That's been years ago.
That's been a big rivalry game. And look, I hope Magnolia and Nashville keep playing each other. This is, I don't know what the contract says, but this, hour and a half drive, this is a good game for both teams.
Yeah, it's a good rivalry. Good rivalry game.
I hope they keep playing.
Empty set in the backfield, bring a man in motion, takes the handoff. Jamarian Conway on the jet sweep to the right side, and he picks up the first down before being forced out. Now they're going to say maybe late hit there on the tackle, and they're going to tack on some yardage, I'm afraid.
Yeah, they're going to get 15 yards.
Number 15, Kamarion Burton.
So, Kamarion Burton with the tackle, and I think they're going to say he was had a little overzealous when he pushed him out of bounds.
Play went to the 39, so that's going to be 14 yards on the play.
Add 15 on. 6 penalties now, 41 yards from Magnolia.
Yeah, that's the first big one that we've seen.
That is, 15
we've seen holding penalties.
15-yard variety.
So that's going to walk it all the way to the 46 of Magnolia.
First and 10 for the Scrappers.
First and 10 for the Nashville Scrappers. Twins right and left. Quarterback fires quickly out on the right side. Pick up about 5 yards.
Chambers strength pass.
That's the first pass they've completed in a while.
He is brought down by number.
He had 2 receivers set up over, one block for the other, and got about 5, maybe a little bit more than that, about 6 to just shy of the 40-yard line. Second down for the Scrappers. 4:20 and counting. Third quarter. Quarterback back to pass. Now he's in trouble. Rolls out left side. Now throws. Tried to fire it in short. He had a receiver looked like kind of sandwiched between 2 Panther defenders, so he threw it at his feet.
George, I want to call him George Jetson now. George Jackson, he's got a cramp. He goes down.
I planted the seed, didn't I?
You did. Well, I'm thinking George Jefferson, too,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I tell you what, we're going to remember George Jackson's name because he was in there on the quarterback that time, but he's got a cramp, too. He was trying to get off the field. Coach King was telling him to go down so we can get a sub in there for you.
Because sometimes you don't want them to stretch. If you're cramping up, you want to get treated there. So now they're going to help him up.
Yep,
he'll come to the sideline.
Yep, there's going to be some sore players tomorrow with what's going on out there. They're going to have the work cut out for them, getting them back in shape before we play CrossFit next week.
Ball on the 41-yard line of Magnolia. 4:15 to play third quarter. Magnolia leads 27-7 over the Nashville Scrappers. After the game, we'll name our People's Bank Player of the Game. People's Bank offering a CD rate of 5.01%. Annual percentage yield for 10 months. Minimum balance is $1,000. That offer effective and APY accurate from June 1st, 2023. Subject to change at any time. Member FDIC. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. See bank for details.
I tell you who's getting a workout tonight. That's athletic trainer John Caston. He may start cramping up before the game's over. Somebody needs to go tell him to get a drink of water.
He might.
He's got his towel out there.
He's in his element.
He is in his element, and Magnolia's lucky that he is in his element because he will keep these boys safe.
Third down and a long 4 for the Scrappers as we're ready to resume. Chambers out of the shotgun. Hopkins lines up to his left. And he fakes it to Hopkins. The quarterback keeps, runs over the left side, trying to get wide. He does, then tripped up, falls forward to the 30-yard line, has the first down plus about 11 yards on the carry for the quarterback, Carson Chambers.
Malvin Cross makes the tackle for the Panthers, but when Chambers has decided to take off running, he's been effective. I'm a little surprised they don't use him more on those quarterback. He's had 9 carries. A couple of those were quarterback sacks too.
And off to Hopkins this time as he moves left to right. He was brought down as he tried to change direction. That looked like a horse collar or face mask type thing, the way he went down on a reach. But I don't see a flag anywhere.
Yeah, Kendarius Waller was the tackler, and I'm like you. That looked like he had him around the neck.
Lost about 2 yards. 33-yard line of Magnolia. Chambers back to throw. He throws it up deep. There's nobody back there but the Panthers. Back inside the 10. That's intercepted. Running back to the far side of the field. Now a cutback coming to the near side of the field and upended and does the roll. Is that Malvin?
No,
excuse me. No, that's Jaquavius Ross on the interception for the Panthers, and he runs it all the way back to the 44-yard line.
On a 35-yard return for Jaquavius Ross, and there was nobody back there but you said as Panthers, and it was almost turned into like a punt return, and Ross did a great job bringing the ball back up the field. First turnover of the night for the Scrappers.
Yeah, there wasn't a receiver within close to 10 yards.
That almost looked like just like a Hail Mary pass for the Scrappers.
So Panthers, after the interception from Mr. Ross, good field position at their 44. Going to hand it off to the fullback. That's Amari Roach. He made one miss. Comes to the near side, and he got it inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. We got a couple of Scrappers down on the field. They're in some pain, too.
Yes, they are. I hope it's cramps.
Yeah, they're down and hurting bad.
Yep.
That's a good run by Amari Roach. There was a little hesitation there, and I was kind of afraid there momentarily that maybe he pulled something. But then he took off again, and he got it down to about the 33, so that's 23 yards on the carry for Amari Roach.
I don't know if those two collided. I don't know what happened there, but this, I don't know, that might be more than a cramp, Dan. How much you say you got for Roach on that play?
I already moved my wheel.
What was the yardage on that last play? He was on the 44. So 44 is...
Hang on a second. I'll back my wheel up there. That's 23 yards.
23 yards.
To the 33 of this Scrappers. They're checking. Looks like they're looking. I don't know. It's hard to tell if they're looking at a knee on this guy on the near side or...
that's what I'm worried about. I think the other guy has a cramp. They're giving him water, trying to get him to...
Yeah, this other one, they're looking around.
They're looking
around
more,
the knees,
more so than the cramp, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully nothing more than a cramp. But
that's for on the far side. That's Zacchaeus Harris. He's one of their linebackers, and I don't want to speculate on who the other one was. I saw his number, but I want to double check.
They're going to make sure before they get him up to his feet.
Yeah, the other one was Amari Benson. Yeah, so maybe it was a cramp.
Pop back up now, pretty quick.
Up.
Have you heard about People's Bank's Companion Savings Account? Companion Savings, a new savings account, pays 4.25% annual percentage yield. To qualify, simply open a new CD, APY effective June 1st, 2023. Subject to change at any time. Call People's Bank for all the details. People's Bank, member FDIC. And listen after the game as we name our People's Bank player of the game.
Well, You can't name the athletic trainer of the People's Bank player of the game, but he should get honorable mention in this game at least.
He's getting workout tonight.
Yeah, he's out there for both teams.
Yeah.
How about John Cass?
I'll say because like we said, Nashville didn't cramp much first half, but they're making up for it in second half.
Yeah, they are.
Ball's at the 33 of Nashville. 1st and 10, Magnolia. 3:05 to play. Quarter number 3. Magnolia leads 27-7. Dismuke's out there. He's the right slot back. Caleb Roach, the left slot. I think that's Amari Roach, the fullback. And Antonio Brooks, still in there, quarterback.
There was some talk about, might see Dalen Glass at quarterback, but the way Smoochie's playing, there's been no need to take him out.
Right slot, Dismuke in motion. He takes the toss on the sweep to the left side. Nice hole opens up. Now cuts it outside. Spun around. He gets down around the 15, maybe inside the 15-yard line before being brought down. Nice run from Dismuke, and now he's slow to get up.
Yeah, he had a cramp last time, so he probably got another one.
So they're going to spot this. Looks like right at the
14, I think, 14.
Yeah, one of them was looking like the 16. The other was looking like the 14. I think they're splitting the difference. 15. It's going to be the 15, 18 yards for Dakota Dismuke.
He's got 60 yards now on 5 carries, so he got up.
He's walking up. Doesn't look like any limp or anything, but
he's walking much better than he was the last time coming off the field.
Last time he looked pretty rough.
Yeah, he's walking much better.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 15-yard line of the Scrappers. 2:40 to play in the third quarter.
He's like, give me a drink of water.
Caleb Roach, Amari Roach. Who's that over here on the right side? That's the new one out there.
That, I think, is
20.
Is that 20? Or is that
Malik Brewer? Going with the fullback. He's down inside the 10 and down to the 7. So Amari Roach with another good carry there, about 8 yards.
About 2 yards shy of the first
that puts him at 71 yards. 12 carries, 71 yards for Amari Roach. He's going to come off and get a break. And Jamie and Young is going to come in at fullback. They've done a good job rotating Young and Roach in there to keep them both fresh.
Yeah, that's Malik. I'm pretty sure that's Malik.
I think it is. I think it is.
Listed at 5'8", 150. That looks about right. Brooks under center. Jamion Young in there at fullback. He tries to run it up the middle and got forward progress to about the 5, maybe a couple of yards, maybe only 1.
I think he's going to be about a half a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he got to the 6. So just 1 yard on that play for Jamion Young.
LaMel Martin checks in now at one slot, and Malvin Cross is in at the other.
Very short one for the Panthers.
So 3rd down 1 for Magnolia at the 6-yard line. 1:04 to play in the third quarter. Play comes in. They'll check that wristband. Left slot back comes in motion. They're going back to the fullback. That's Jamion. He's got that first down. He's inside the 5. Going to be brought down around the 3, maybe to the 2.
He's brought down by number 30.
I believe the 3, so 3 yards on the carry for Jamion Young.
He's got 50. Malvin Cross has 50. Smoochie's got 119. Dismuke's got 60 and 71 for Amari Roach. Coach King talked about how do you replace B.J. Curry. Well, they've done it with a multitude of ball carriers.
They really have.
I mean, just divided the wealth out tremendously.
Same personnel stays out there. Going right back to the fullback, Jamion Young. He's in. Touchdown, Magnolia. 3-yard run for the fullback, Jamion Young, to add 6 more to that Panther lead. Makes it 33-7 now.
Well, I'm not sure anybody saw this coming tonight, but Magnolia's been really impressive here in this ball game, leading 33-7. Extra point away from 34-7.
Sanchez on for the extra point. Good snap. Kicks away. Kick is good. That'll make it 34-7 Magnolia with 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter. This is Panther football.
Growing older comes with its challenges, but with L. Jennings Law, securing your future doesn't have to be one of them. Our elder law expertise delves deep into the intricacies of Medicaid planning and long-term care, ensuring that your family home remains just that, yours. You've built a life, let us help you protect it. Expertise from big firms delivered with local care. Call 501-501-WILL or visit ljenningslaw.com.
KVMZ FM Waldo Magnolia and KVL.
Dan Gregory and Jeff Harrington back at Panther Stadium. Go ahead and do that legal ID next break there, please, Connor. On the next break we take. 23 seconds left, third quarter. That'll be coming up pretty soon. This quarter's about to run out. Panthers getting ready to kick it off to the...
Sanchez to kick for the Panthers. Back deep is number 20.
Scrappers. Panthers got this in pretty well in hand. 6 plays, 56 yards on the scoring drive. Took 2 minutes, 56 seconds. Thanks, Chris. Kick away by Sanchez. You'll kick it deep. Taking it about the 12-yard line, up the near hash mark. Tried to cut back and does. Back to the middle of the field, now back to the left side. Out across the 40, out to midfield, and then lunging forward. That was Dixon on the return. He made a heck of a return. Got it into Panther territory to about the 47-yard line.
Sanchez, the kicker, had to make the tackle. That was, Panthers looked like they had pretty decent coverage, but Dixon, he's, out in the open field, he's pretty tough. So good return, best return of the night for the Scrappers for sure in Panther territory.
Yeah, Dixon had seen a lot of playing time in the first half. He had not so much second half, so he was fresh, and he made a good return there. So they've got good field position at the Panther 47-yard line. 9.7 seconds left in this third quarter. Magnolia leading 34-7. Chambers out of the shotgun with Hopkins to his left. And he'll hand it off to Hopkins, trying to run wide to the right side. And just as he tried to make a cut, Amarian Harris caught up with him from behind and squashed him.
Well, Hopkins, I'll make the point after the end of the quarter, so that's the end of the third quarter.
Panthers lead 34-7 after 3. This is Panther football.
Knock your taste buds out of the park with the Corner Clubhouse, 100 South Washington on the Magnolia Square. We're talking mouth-watering steaks cut in-house, burgers, loaded nachos, salads, wraps, quesadillas, and more. Choose from an array of legendary baked potatoes like the Chicken Fajita and Chicken Bacon Ranch. Menu updates, pics, and more. Search the Corner Clubhouse on Facebook. Daily specials, a full bar, big screens for the big games, and only a short stop away. It's the Corner Clubhouse. Satisfy your cravings with a Grand Slam today.
KVMZ FM Waldo Magnolia and KELD FM Hampton, Camden, El Dorado, 99.1 and 106.5. The new Max FM.
Short-term plans may change, but stay focused on 3 lifetime goals: planning for retirement, preparing for the unexpected, and creating an estate plan. Get in touch with one of Magnolia's Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Jeff, I'm cold.
Well, go step outside for a minute. I told Connor, I said, you better bring a jacket when that air conditioner blowing right on you gets cold. It took almost 3/4 for it to cool down.
It took a while, didn't it?
But it's actually, I know the people out there watching the game are thinking on the outside thinking, I wish I was cold.
Yeah, no joke. Line of scrimmage, the Magnolia 49-yard line. Quarterback Chambers back to pass, slings it. Had a slant in from the left side, and that Panther got a hand on that, didn't he?
He had it. He dropped it. I mean, that was in the hands of the intended receiver, Arbuthnot.
39, Landon Arbuthnot.
Arbuthnot had his hands right on it, and he just basically dropped it.
Does it make you feel bad when your son pronounces his name better than you?
Arbuthnot.
I was just going to let you go.
I knew you weren't going to say anything. I actually got my pronunciations from Kyle Slayton tonight.
They're down at 12. For what that's worth, huh?
Yeah. Kyle wouldn't be wrong.
He threw that one into a crowd there. He had a couple of receivers down there, one going deep, one crossing, and a lot of Panthers around that football. He's lucky it hit the turf.
Yeah, a whole lot more Panthers than Scrappers. Yeah, when you sent me the rosters, and the first name I looked at was Arbuthnot, I said, I better get. So I text Kyle. I said, hey, could you help me out? So if he had to finish, he was playing in the golf tournament. Said, I got 2 more holes to go and I'll call you. And he did.
Kyle's got the life now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
4th down and 12. They're going for it. They're down 34-7 with just under 12 minutes to go, and quarterback's going to throw it. They may get 15. They will.
Yeah, that was probably, if that's college, they probably say uncatchable. No such thing as an uncatchable pass in high school, so that's going to be 15 against the Panthers.
Yeah, I think LaMelo and his feet got tangled up with Trey Hopkins.
Coach King, he's not happy about it, but you're going to get, whether his feet got tangled up or not, out there in the wide open field like that, you're going to get that penalty called on you every time.
Yeah. So they'll get 15 yards and a first down. Eventually. There we go.
Yep.
It should end up at the 34-yard line of Magnolia. It does.
Pass interference on the Panthers.
So 15-yard penalty.
First down for the Scrappers.
It's only our second big 15-yarder of the game.
Yep.
1st and 10 Scrappers. So new life here after the penalty. Hand off to Dixon, replacing Hopkins. They can't bring him down. They got several on his back, but he keeps moving forward with them on his back, and he almost got a first down. It's going to be close. He may have it.
You know, Hopkins in the first half had about, I think he had 118 yards rushing, and he's -3, or actually -5 here in the second half.
It's 9 yards on the carry for Dixon. They're going to go right back to Dixon. Dixon this time runs it left, and he didn't need much. All he needed was a yard, and he got it. He'll have the first down just inside the 24-yard line. We got a man down for...
maybe our man George again. He may... No, he's up. They're going to come over and get everybody a drink.
Somebody on his back. I think he was just waiting. He's limping a little bit, so he may be cramped up. Not sure who that is. Is that George? That's Amarian Harris. No?
58, I
58,
believe.
excuse me. Wrong guy. Tylee Biddle.
Yeah. I think he cramped up a time or two earlier.
10 minutes, 56 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter. We'll carry out a deal for only $7.99 at Domino's. Also, make sure you listen after the game for our Domino's post-game show. Some of those $7.99 specials carry out at Domino's include Domino's dip and bread twist combos, 5-cheese dip and bread twist, or cheesy marinara dip and bread twist. I haven't tried them yet. I'm going to try them.
What time is Domino's closed?
Maybe a good night. I think they're open late. I bet they're open until midnight. On a Friday night, they're open late.
Yeah.
Just $7.99. Get pretty hungry for some of that right now.
Dinner was a long time ago.
It was. 1st and 10 for the Scrappers at the 24-yard line of the Magnolia Panthers. Quarterback Chambers to throw. He threw a bullet pass over the middle. Had a man crossing there in a crowd, and he just couldn't hang on to it.
That was Hayden Gray, who just checked in
for number 14,
into the game at wide receiver, and he just dropped it.
It'll be 10 down and 10 for the Scrappers.
I don't think that the Scrappers they've completed one pass in the second half.
Going with an empty set, 3 receivers right, 2 left, 1 in motion left to right. Going to hand it off there. That's Hopkins, and boy, Hopkins got waylaid as he got back to the right edge. And by the time he wanted to turn it downfield,
Chevis Johnson and Malachi Ross, they double teamed him. One went high, one went low, and Hopkins.
It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Scrappers.
He's a -5 rushing in the second half.
Yeah, he got nada. So it's 3rd and 10. At the 23-yard line of Magnolia. He got minuscule. He got less than a yard, we'll put it that way. Roll out left side, Chambers looking to throw. He does. Throws it back into the end zone. That's caught. A touchdown. Slipping in behind the defense back there Is that Conway?
Yeah, Conway, Tremarion Conway. He got just behind the defender. That was Malachi Ross back there, and he got his hand up, but just a little bit away. But hold on. We got a flag.
Oh, yeah, in the backfield.
Yeah, we got a hold. I didn't think the official was going to see it, but the referee on the near side saw it. Our left end, and I think that may have been Mr. Jackson, was coming around, and he got hog-tied by one of the linemen. So that's going to wave the touchdown off.
Yeah, it comes back. It is a hold. That is the call.
Well, the referee was running with the quarterback to his left, so he didn't see it. But the linesman over here on the near side was the one that threw the flag. So they caught him. I thought he might have got away with it initially, but he didn't.
I don't know who this guy is over there. This linesman on the near side, but we like him. He's made some good calls for us.
I think it's time for you to retire, Dan. You're complimenting the officials now.
He has made some calls. He's been overruled a time or two.
He has been.
Yeah, but he.
Ryan, if you're listening, mark that down.
He might want me to buy him some Domino's after the game.
At 10:25 on the first game of the year, 10:25 p.m., Dan is complimenting the officials.
Some of them are pretty good guys. Sorry, it's hard to talk bad about them when you're up 34-7.
Well, that right, and they're out there. They don't get to come off the field either. They're out there every play. And
how much weight do you think those guys have lost tonight?
I guarantee you they sweated.
Got to move my wheel back. 10-yard penalty, third down at 20. Quarterback Chambers back to pass, chased out of the pocket. He got away somehow. He escapes now, cuts back middle. He escaped another tackler. So he paid the price as he got down to about the 28-yard line. He changed directions numerous times there, and now he's down on the turf. And
number 11, Kevin Carter, put a big hit on him. And now
he's not getting back up.
Yeah, he's down on the field.
They've got to check on him. Man, I don't know how he got away from some of those guys. I guess he didn't get away cleanly.
Yeah, that was Jackson in the backfield, put the heat on him. He got away from him. Then he made another guy miss, but Kevin Carter didn't miss. So he's moving around on the field. That's
I'm going to say that was a tough 5 yards there.
Ooh, that was a tough 5 yards. He's just a sophomore, Carson Chambers. He's a good baseball player on the Scrapper baseball team, and they said he was the first sophomore quarterback to start at Nashville since about 2006 or something like that.
So he's a pretty good pitcher, too.
Yeah, pretty good pitcher, yeah. So,
of course, these teams are in the same conference in baseball.
They are.
I think.
They are. Yeah, they are.
They switched that up last year.
I went to Nashville. Yeah, nope, they were, yeah.
How was the new press box?
Well, it was good, except that I had to sit outside.
Oh, they didn't let you use it.
Well, there's not enough room for two radio crews, but it's a good view where you're sitting on the outside.
Leave it to Kyle for bad planning. Kyle,
I texted Kyle and said, "Hey, Kyle, I'm coming to do the game." So you probably be outside, but it was all right. It was it was covered.
Spring's not bad as long as it's not raining.
Like I say, had a cover over it.
Well, unfortunately, their quarterback is still down.
Yeah,
I mean, he's alert. They're working with him. John Caston's out there, and
he's sitting up now. That's a good sign.
Folks too.
That's a good sign.
The Nashville athletic trainers out there too.
He may have got his bell wrong because he took a pretty good hit from Kevin Carter.
And like I said, he had a few glancing blows as he was escaping,
pinballing around when he went down.
Well, I'm hungry. I'm going to talk about some more of those $7.99 carry-out specials at Domino's tonight. All their one-topping pizzas are included on any of Domino's 5 crusts. Depending on what crust it is, it's the large size on most of them. I think there's a couple of specialized crusts that it's not necessarily a large, but still $7.99 carry-out. So check that out at Domino's, just $7.99.
The athletic trainer is carrying his helmet off. We may have seen the last of Carson Chambers tonight.
Well, they're down 34-7. There's 9.5 minutes to go, and it may be time for the backup.
Evidently, from what we learned at the Mule Rider Club meeting, Tim Service orders more Domino's pizzas than anybody in Magnolia.
I think he's a regular.
Yeah. The cross country and track and field coach at SAU.
Yeah, he's a regular.
Yeah.
4th down and 15. Or cross it going forward because
Looks like
they're down
they're going to put
34-7.
Hopkins in as maybe a wild card quarterback.
Wildcat, yeah, it looks like it. Yep. And he's gonna hand it off to Dixon. Dixon runs left, and he may get 5 out of it, maybe only 4.
Not near enough for the first down though.
Dixon on the 4th down carry. It's stopped short on the 1st down by number 1, Dennis Johnson.
Where he got it spotted at the 24-yard line, so we'll say 4 yards. So Panthers take over on downs.
See if we see some new. Yep, we see some new guys in the backfield. Dalen Glass will be the quarterback.
Just a sophomore. Fine job with that 9th grade team last year.
Rydarius Moore is going to be. Is he the fullback? Better go the roster now.
I'll go my roster over here.
Caleb Roach is in the game at one slot. I can't tell who the other slot is. That may be
I think
Malik
Moore's
Brewer.
the fullback. You're right.
Yeah, I think Malik Brewer may be that other slot.
Caleb Roach came in motion from the left slot. They go to the fullback, run straight ahead to about the 29-yard line. Picked up about 5 yards on the carry. That was Rydarius Moore.
Rydarius Moore on the
Junior.
carry for the Panthers.
Picks up 5, 2nd and 5.
Gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 6 for the Panthers.
No, that's 5, Connor.
Connor, which is it?
8 minutes, 55 seconds to play in the 4th quarter here at Panther Stadium. Right slot back comes in motion. There's a late toss. He wasn't where he was expected him to be, but it's completed nonetheless. Gets to the near sideline and gonna pick up a 1st down. That's Malik Brewer on the toss sweep.
That was probably not the way Coach King drew it up on the chalkboard, but it sure worked out well as Brewer got over there and
good recovery by Glass.
Yep.
So they end up getting it to the 44-yard line. That's 15 yards. Malik Brewer, 1st down and 10. Chris, I hope all this stuff works. I think it does. Left slot comes in motion. They're going right back to the fullback, though, and here he goes. He may go to the house. He will go to the house. Oh, that's a big run for Rydarius Moore. He goes 56 yards for a touchdown.
Well, that was just straight up the gut, and Rydarius Moore able to go all the way for the touchdown, and another score for the Panthers. And if not for that missed extra point early in the game, we'd be looking at a mercy rule if the Panthers make this one.
8 minutes, 29 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Sanchez on once again.
I did not see this coming tonight.
I didn't either. You think Sanchez thought he'd be out there this many times kicking extra points? I'm sure he's glad to be doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
There's the kick, and it's up, and it's good. So Magnolia now up 41-7 over the Nashville Scrappers after that 56-yard run. 8:29 left in this one. This is Panther football.
Celebrate summer with a great CD rate from People's Bank. We're offering a CD rate of 5.01% annual percentage yield for 10 months. Minimum balance is $1,000. This offer is effective and APY is accurate from June 1st, 2023 and is subject to change at any time. Come see us today at People's Bank. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
Scoring drive, 3 plays, 66 yards. Took a minute 6 off the clock. Of course, 56 of those 66 belong to Rydarius Moore.
He's got 2 carries for 61 yards.
The Panthers will kick it off. They were a man short. Here comes Lamel Martin.
Six Panther ball carriers have 50 yards or more.
Say that again?
6 Panther ball carriers have 50 yards or more. Pretty good.
That's pretty good. Kickoff from Sanchez. Papa's going to be short, taking it to the 20-yard line. Started back to the left, now back to the right to the sideline, out to midfield before being brought down from behind. That was Jamarian Conway on that return. Coach King said something this week. He said, you know, because I brought it to him, yeah, this is your first year with that BJ back there in the backfield. He said, you know, sometimes teams come together and you can actually be better. He said, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but sometimes that does. It kind of spreads it out. They can't key on that one guy.
Well, they can't key on anybody tonight because you got, you got 6. Amari Roach has 71. Malvin Cross has 50. Dakota Dismuke has 60. Jamion Young has 53. Smoochie, the quarterback, has 119, and now Rodarius Moore has 61.
A direct snap in there to Trey Hopkins, and Hopkins was caught in the backfield and spun around. That was Chevis Johnson with the tackle, and now Johnson's going to have to come off as he's cramping up.
Yep.
He's going to run off the field. We'll get somebody out there to replace him. It was almost a 5-yard loss, 4 yards, we'll say.
Hopkins has minus 10 yards rushing in the second half.
He's going to throw it this time, Hopkins is, and he completes it to the 45-yard line of Magnolia. Picked up 7 yards on that pass play.
You want to try that name?
I didn't expect him to throw it.
You want to try that name?
Who? I didn't see who caught it.
Number 39, Arbanoff.
It'll be about 3rd and 7 for the Scrappers.
Oh, okay.
Arbuthnot. According to Mr. Slayton.
They will run it straight ahead. This is going to be close to a first down. It will be a first down.
On the keeper for the Scrappers. He was brought down by number 52, Avery Williams.
To the 38-yard line, a gain of 7.
That's about his first positive gain of the second half. Talking about Trey Hopkins, 24 carries now for 115 yards.
Yeah, Hopkins is taking the snap, and he's got one right next to him is Tucker Dixon, and he's going to hand it off to Dixon this time. Dixon comes to the right side and then lunges forward inside the 35 to about the 33. So he picked up 5 yards. Dixon did, and it brings up 2nd down and 5. Clock running with 6:50 to play in this game.
A lot of new faces out there for the Panthers. I just saw Avery Williams come into the game or come out of the game. He'd been in there for the first time.
Hopkins wants to throw. Nice chase out the puck. Now he's going to go ahead and throw it up. Got a man back in the end zone, threw up a jump ball. And he came away with it. I wasn't sure who had the football there. It is Kason Morgan who came down with it in the end zone for a touchdown. He was looking down to the Panther defender there, Nick O'Gwyn, and I think he was just, he was
talking some stuff.
Yeah, talking some stuff, yeah.
When you're getting beat 41-7, you really probably don't need to be.
No, you should. Well, that's why I thought he was looking down to see if Nick had the football, but it wasn't. It was
trash.
Kason Morgan. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt there for a little bit.
I say that. Magnolia's offsides.
Well, there's a flag, and the extra point kick is blocked. So Magnolia was offside. They'll get another opportunity.
Right end got offsides for Magnolia. Couldn't get the number, but across the neutral zone.
Offside penalty on the Panthers. They will retry the kick.
3 plays and 48 yards. Took a minute 57.
How far was that touchdown pass?
33 yards.
33.
Waiting for the snap. There it is. The extra point kick is up, and it is good. So 41-14, Magnolia leads to 6:29 remaining in this one. This is Panther football.
The Greenhouse Cottages of Wentworth Place have been recognized as Arkansas's top short-term rehabilitation and long-term care facility by U.S. News and World Report. At Wentworth Place, their mission is to provide the highest quality care to their residents, and they are honored to receive this prestigious award. Their cottages are homes large enough to comfortably accommodate 12 elders with private rooms, complete bath, a shared living room, open kitchen, dining area, and a spa located in the heart of Magnolia. It's the Greenhouse Cottages of Wentworth Place. Visit cottagesofwentworthplace.com.
Dan Gregory along with Jeff Harrington here at...
Dan's turning the air conditioner off. It's getting cold.
I'm trying to.
You need to take your headset off for a minute. Let me...
Got to go. The remote's down the other end of the press box.
Nashville
onside kick.
Flag, whistles.
Yeah, we got whistles and flags and everything else going on there. I'm not sure exactly went on there. Yeah, cover for me here, Jeff.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like Nashville's going to attempt an onside kick here. I'm not sure why the whistle blew before the ball was kicked, but the whistle.
Was somebody lined up offside?
There's no flag. I mean,
okay.
Nobody didn't change possession, so we'll try it again. So Nashville's going to try an onside kick. Looks like they're going to onside towards the Nashville bench.
There it goes, and the ball is loose. Panthers, though, got more bodies around it. Looks like they got on top of the football back inside their own 45-yard line, about the 43.
Yeah, Braden Purefoy gets on top of for the Panthers, so Magnolia will probably send Dalen Glass and company back out again. Antonio Brooks' night is done. He's had a pretty good night for the Panthers, completed 1 out of 3 passes for 29 yards. That was a touchdown. 5 carries, 119 yards for Antonio Brooks, including 2 touchdown runs. So when we get ready to name People's Bank Player of the Game, he's going to have a shot at it.
Yeah, that's the one thing about when you've got your productivity spread out like that. It makes that job a little bit difficult as far as deciding who your People's Bank Player of the Game is. But you like to see that as a coach.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, no matter what the sport is, you like to see a well-balanced team out there.
Yeah, so a water break on the field, so we will.
Well, that's good. That'll give me an opportunity to make sure
check out the equipment there. Give me that up there. I'll do this while you figure that out. We'll name our People's Bank Player of the Game at the end of tonight's game. Bank on the go with People's Bank mobile banking app. Check balances, deposit check, view transactions, transfer money, and pay bills. Find the nearest branch and more. Bank wherever you are with your local bank, People's Bank, member FDIC. And again, stay tuned after the game when we will name our People's Bank Player of the Game. 41-14 our score. Magnolia with the lead as we hit the 6:24 mark of the fourth quarter. And you turned us down there, Dan. You going to trying to figure out the other one right there? Magnolia again next Friday. We'll be back here at Don Hubbard Field at Panthers Stadium. As
I turned you down because this headphones, it was mighty loud.
Was it?
Can you still hear me all right?
Yeah, barely, but I can hear you good enough.
Okay, well, that's good.
I can hear you good enough.
As long as Coach King can. I don't want to blow Coach King's eardrum out, nor Chris Gillis.
Oh, well, more so Chris than, or maybe Coach. I don't know, one or the other. Chris is he's between my age and your age, so his hearing's probably starting to slide anyway, Dan. Here is Panthers on offense, and they'll go straight up the middle to Rydarius Moore, and there'll be no gain on the play. He's met by the middle of the scrapper defensive front. Maybe got a yard on the play.
Did make quite a bit of difference, didn't it?
Yep, whole lot of difference. So yeah, we'll give him 1 yard on the play for Rydarius Moore.
Split the difference a little bit there. Coach King will have a bunch of noise around him down there.
Oh, yeah.
Teammates be out there. His players be out there celebrating.
Clock continues to run. 5:45 now. You can take it away, Dan.
Got the fullback there, I believe. We still got.
Yes, Mr. Moore.
It's still Rydarius out there?
Rydarius Moore still in the game.
Yeah, he got to the 45. He only got a yard on that carry. At this point, it doesn't really matter. But, those guys out there, they'd like to get
get some of their stats up there a little bit. Right there, of course, Rydarius has already made his presence felt.
3 carries, 62 yards, one of the 6 players over 50 yards.
It's 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers from their 45-yard line. Their left slot back, that's Caleb Roach. He takes the toss on the sweep to the right side. He finds some opening over there. He gets it into Scrapper territory. Ends up down inside the 40-yard line before being brought down around the 38. It's going to be around 17 yards. I think 17 to the 38.
Tell you what, Magnolia, these young running backs that they've put in there, they've looked good. And I think Coach King was right. There's may not have the one guy, the dynamic guy like BJ, but you've got a lot of really, really good running backs, a lot of depth back there, and that's going to cause problems for other teams.
It looks to me like they got a lot of guys that are, you don't see much difference when they change out. There's a toss on a sweep to the left side, and he's going to go to the house. That opened up the whole left side of the field, opened up and all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's Malik Brewer.
Yep, yeah, that's 20. Malik. Yep, Malik Brewer, 5'8", 150-pound sophomore, and he takes it.
38?
Yep, 38 yards for the touchdown.
Tell you what, this give him a couple more carries. You may have 7 guys over 50 yards before it's over.
So congratulations to Malik Brewer. And again, yeah, like we said, we haven't seen any fall off at all.
No, not at all. I mean, they all. The only thing changed the number on their back. Everything else, the results are the same, just a different number. And that's got to make Coach feel good.
Sanchez out there again.
He may get a cramp in his right leg from kicking.
His extra point try is up and through the uprights, so another one for Sanchez, another extra point. And the Panthers up 48-14 over the Nashville Scrappers. Still got 4:25 on the clock. This is Panther football.
You're on the come up and proud of your grind, which is why the McDonald's app is your favorite app. Waiting in lines? Not great for your bottom line. So you hit the app to order ahead. Your faves are ready when you pull up and you're on your way again with the quickness. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
Use the app, get large fries for $1. We'll prep while you're on the way when you choose dine-in, curbside, or counter pickup at participating McDonald's. Offer valid through 12/31/23. This offer is only available in the McDonald's app.
.48-14 our score here on Don Hubbard Field at Panther Stadium. Again, next Friday night, got the Crosset Eagles here at Panther Stadium. 7:30 kickoff scheduled for next Friday night.
Arkansas High won 58-0 over Watson Chapel.
Wow. Kickoff near side, taking it to the 22-yard line, crossing the field, headed right to left for that's going to be a Ruchi Wiley on the return for the Scrappers. There is a flag down around the 37-yard line.
Not sure what happened. I think it was a late flag, actually. May have been some extracurricular, who knows?
Wondering if some of these guys over here, maybe because he caught the kickoff on the near side, but then he went across the field. Maybe somebody blocking on the near side thinking he's going to go up the field. I don't know.
That's your buddy over here. Let's see if he can, which way the penalty goes. Against Magnolia, your friendship will probably be over.
Right. As far as I'm concerned right now, they can put those
flags up.
Yeah, they can put those flags in their pocket and not take them back out.
Yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime.
Unsportsmanlike conduct both ways, offsetting penalties.
That's okay to fight. What's that Jay used to say about those offsetting penalties?
It wasn't a 48-14 game when he said that. Yeah. I think he'd probably be fine with it here.
Okay. First down and 10 for the Scrappers at their own 37.
I am. Let's just get back to getting that clock running. Scrappers 1st and 10. And off. That's Dixon. Dixon, he kind of weaves through traffic and makes a good run. He's into Panther territory across the 50 to the 48-yard line. So I forgot. I don't know where he started there, Jeff.
He was at about the 30.
About the 48-yard line.
All right, so
30, maybe 35, 17 yards.
I'll take your word for it. To the 48 of Magnolia. Dixon's going to keep it this time. He faked the handoff to Dixon. He kept it, though, and he didn't go anywhere. He's going to be tackled for a no-gainer at the line of scrimmage. If you're just joining us late, their quarterback got injured. It hadn't been too long ago. They've had several possessions.
Yeah, they've had a couple possessions since then. They've actually scored a touchdown without him in the game.
Yeah. Second down and 10. High snap, but coming down with it, Hopkins. Hopkins runs to the right side. The tackler kind of went over him, but he reached back and grabbed him with his arm and pulled him down.
That was Avery Williams making the tackle. He's been in on a couple of tackles since he's been in there.
Yeah, and then Avery, he comes off. He asked to come out, so I think he had an equipment malfunction after that, after going down there. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Scrappers at the 37-yard line. Hopkins wants to pass, it looks like. Now he's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at about the 47-yard line. That's going to be about a 10-yard loss.
There was 3 guys who said, beat me at the quarterback. Walker Carter, number 60, Jadon Marshall, and then Elijah Broomfield. It was just say, hey, meet me at the quarterback, and they did. Big loss.
Yep, 10-yard loss, so 2nd and 20 now for the Scrappers. High snap to Hopkins. He hands it off to Dixon, though, and Dixon with another good run gets it down to the Panther 30-yard line, so he gets a lot of that back. 17 yards on the carry for Dixon.
Kevin Carter at the Panther 30-yard line.
They got a couple of good running backs in Dixon and Hopkins.
I'm not sure about the offensive line for the Scrappers, but they still got their top 2 running backs in the game. Magnolia's pretty much got their second-team defense in the game.
That's right. 3rd down and 3, and they'll hand off to Dixon. Hopkins will, and he ran out of running room there. No gain on the play as he stopped at the 30. 4th and 3. Clock continues to run. We're down to 2:15. After the game, we'll name our People's Bank player of the game. Before you lock in a mortgage rate online, talk to People's Bank first. People's Bank offers great rates on mortgage loans for a new home purchase and refinancing. Plus, with you every step of the way, People's Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. And Hopkins picks up the 1st down. Will be just shy of the 20, down to about the 21-yard line. About 9 yards for Hopkins. 1st down for the Scrappers. Under 2 minutes to play.
28 carries for Hopkins for 124 yards, but in the second half, he's only got about 11 yards. So the Panthers have really done a good job controlling him here in the second half. Penalty.
They got a whistle and
try to get too quick.
Well, they're down 34 points, so
I don't think your man's thrown a flag on Magnolia all night over here, Dan.
I haven't thrown a lot of flags, period.
No, they haven't. Magnolia's, Nashville 6 penalties, Magnolia 6 penalties. Not too bad for a first game of the year.
Backs him up 5. Hopkins going to throw. He does, but boy, just as soon as that ball came into the receiver,
he left his guy hanging out to dry.
He got smacked pretty good.
I think that's Josh Walker, and the quarterback did him no favors. He threw it up high, and his ribs were exposed, and he got hammered over there by Leighton Daniels. It was a good shoulder pad right in the rib cage, and that did not feel good.
2nd down, 15. For the Scrappers, that stops the clock with 1:35 to play. Yeah, Hopkins ain't very big, but he can throw the football a little bit.
Yeah,
hands off this time to Dixon. Dixon got up ahead of steam, got it down to the 16-yard line. He picked up 10. They needed 15 for a 1st down, though. So 3rd and 5 coming up.
Dixon's at the 95-yard mark now on 12 carries. He's threatening to hit that century mark.
3rd and 5, and Dixon finally took it away from Hopkins.
He gets to the far side of the field and got it down inside the 5-yard line. I thought he might be going to the house. He was determined. He wanted the football.
Yeah, they were almost fighting over the ball almost.
Yeah, I don't think Hopkins wanted to give it to him, but he took it away from him. So he's at the 2-yard line. That was 13 yards.
Puts him over 100.
There's a high snap off the hands of Hopkins, but he pulls it back down, trying to get wide and trying to stretch it out, but he can't stretch that far.
Panthers, they're trying to keep him out of the end zone.
I think he lost yardage there.
Yeah,
It's going to be back to the 5-yard line.
He lost a couple. 40 seconds left in the game. Scrappers probably got time for a couple more plays here.
The pistol, Hopkins hands off again to Dixon. Dixon just about got in. He got it as far as the 1-yard line. Panthers bent, but they didn't let him get in. Bent, but didn't break. But they're on the 1-yard line, 3rd and goal, 15 seconds. Hopkins takes the snap, running left. He's going to get in. That'll be a touchdown, a 1-yard run with 8 seconds to play in the game. Well, that was a pride thing.
Yeah, that was a pride thing right there.
They were determined that they were going to get in one more time, and they did. 7.8 on the clock, actually. They're going to line up to go for 2.
No, they're not.
I think they are. No, they're not. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like the way he was. Yeah, but he's.
Yeah, I thought that was our running backs back there, but not. Well, there's a high snap. They might as well have.
Yeah, that was not.
The kicker went back and got on top of it and was down. So the extra point kick no good. A bad snap.
Not only was it high, it looked like it was about 3 feet or 3 yards wide of the kick. I mean, that was really a bad snap. There's bad snaps, and then there's that snap.
New score was 7.8.
So it's 48-20. Panthers leading, 7.8 seconds to go. They'll have to do. I can run out the clock with a kick return, or just
Nashville may go for an onside
whatever they want to do here. Or get possession and then take a knee. Either way, the Panthers win this football game.
Yeah, I don't think Nashville's got a 28-point play in their pocket for 7 seconds left in the game.
Looks like he's lining up for well, let's see what he's going to do. He's going to onside it. Panthers got just one guy back. Going to go ahead and kick it deep toward the far sideline.
Just fall on it. You should have fell on it.
Yeah, he should have. He picked it up, and now he's going to take a beating. He's going to be tackled back at the 15-yard line as they kept forcing him back. But he did have possession long enough to run out the clock. So this game is over. Magnolia Panthers win it. Final score 48-20. Magnolia over Nashville here at Panthers Stadium tonight. 48-20 our final. Stay with us. We've got our Domino's post-game show coming your way, and we'll name our People's Bank player of the game. This is Panther football.
Have you noticed all the extra fees when you try to buy a vehicle? At Magnolia Motor Company, we never charge extra fees. Our vehicles are painstakingly priced to give you the best value.